And now, from 12 Studios, this is News 12 Now.
Today is Wednesday, August 28th. Welcome to News 12 Now. I'm Kylee Dedmon. New this afternoon, 3 people are dead in what officials are calling a mass casualty incident in North Texas. It happened in Alvord, which is about 15 minutes north of Decatur. Emergency crews say a van with at least 14 people inside crashed on Highway 287. In addition to the 3 deaths, 11 of the passengers were taken to the hospital after the rollover, including 3 who had to be flown. Alvord ISD confirmed that no students or staff members were involved in the incident. Oklahoma natural gas customers, your monthly bill is going up. The Oklahoma Corporation Commission approved ONG's $31 million hike yesterday. It works out to about $1.30 on average per month. The rate hike will be used for things like new pipelines, infrastructure needs, and service to new customers. In an update to a story we told you about on Monday, the man Durant police were searching for after pursuit has been arrested. According to police, Sean Holt allegedly ran away after pursuit near First Street in Arkansas on Monday. They say he was arrested around 8:30 last night. He's being held on charges of eluding and drug possession. And a man in Stevens County is charged with 4 counts of indecent exposure after allegedly walking through traffic with his pants around his ankles. Court documents state 45-year-old Antonio Sanchez was going down 15th Street in Duncan, exposing himself to drivers and threatening to smash out their windshields. The incident startled one of the drivers so much it caused him to accelerate and hit another car. Sanchez then ran from the area to a nearby grocery store where he knocked over a motorcycle before he was arrested. Police say he admitted to drinking alcohol before the incident.
Here we go again. We're looking at one of our final summer-like days. Across Texoma here, temperature-wise, we are generally in the upper 80s to lower 90s. Some of us still even in the mid-80s. So not warming up as quickly as what we saw yesterday, but we're ultimately going to end up in the same spot. Actually, if anything, we're running a degree or so cooler for most locations. So we're taking a step in the right direction in terms of the overall pattern, and eventually fall will be on the way. In terms of what it looks like outside right now, really not too much going on. You can see that we had a few of those pop-up storms during the later afternoon and evening yesterday, and honestly, nothing has changed. So I would anticipate at least a few more of those popping up through the afternoon and evening, with those temperatures once again getting back into the mid to upper 90s. So if you're a fan of the warm summer-like temperatures, enjoy, and even just the sunshine, because we are trending wet as we go through the rest of this week, and especially heading into the weekend. And then fall temperatures moving in. We'll have the full forecast here in a minute, but back to you, Kylie.
All right, thank you, Brian. The family of a Johnston County woman hit and killed by a vehicle last Thursday is speaking out for the first time. News 12's Jerry Vaughn shares how you can help the family, whether you know something or not.
The Oklahoma Highway Patrol says last Thursday morning, 46-year-old Carla Johnson was struck and killed by some sort of vehicle while walking along US 377 and Prairie Road, just north of Tishomingo.
That it happened so quick, and you're never ready for anything like this.
OHP tells News 12 they haven't found the driver responsible yet. Agents ask anyone who knows anything to reach out to law enforcement.
I'm not blaming anybody. Accidents do happen, but if you do know something, just speak up. Give the family some peace.
A loving mother, grandmother, and sister, Carla's family says she loved to spend time around her loved ones, making memories.
She was either at work or with the kids, grandkids. Just that was her life now. That's taking care of them.
Just a lot of get-togethers, like during holidays and stuff like that, or we'll come down or she'll come up.
Carla's family is hosting a spaghetti dinner fundraiser next Tuesday morning at the Tishomingo Community Center to help pay for her funeral.
The community and family and they've come together to get everything going.
They say they know accidents can happen, but they just want answers.
You never know what's going to happen day to day. Keep your family close.
You can also help donate to the family by visiting the Cash App link at this story on our website. In Tishomingo, Jerry Vaughn, News 12.
More than 40 horses have died after possibly consuming a feed that was meant for cattle. The Butler & Son Rodeo Company is a major livestock supplier for rodeos all over the country. According to KXII News, the cattle feed with rumensin was mistakenly delivered or distributed to livestock that should not be consumed. An estimated 40 to 70 of the ranch's horses have died. The Oklahoma Department of Agriculture is currently investigating the feed, which the family had just switched to. Like many rodeos, the Elk City Rodeo of Champions uses livestock from the Butler & Son Rodeo Company, but now the community and other rodeo families are coming together to supply the animals they can't. Well, a Texas assistant principal is now blind in one eye after a student attacked her in a classroom. Now the educator is recalling the incident in graphic detail nearly 2 weeks after it happened. Janelle Forte has the story.
During lunch, I heard our behavioral teacher call on the radio to administrators for assistance.
They're the details we've all been waiting to hear.
When I arrived, the teacher and students were outside the classroom.
About what happened to Collins Intermediate Assistant Principal Kendra Rogers in that classroom August 15th.
I entered where the student was still irate and found the room ransacked with overturned furniture.
That caused the veteran educator to be airlifted to Parkland Hospital in Dallas.
I knew I had to be as calm as possible.
Surrounded by family.
He picked up a chair and acted as if he would throw it.
And with the support of Corsicana ISD staff.
He finally did throw it at me, but I caught it midair.
She told her story.
He picked up another chair to throw at me.
Her injuries on full display.
Well, he threw a wooden hanger at me, but I couldn't stop it fast enough. The hanger hit me in my right eye and knocked it out of the socket.
She was rushed to the hospital and into surgery.
They determined that I've been blinded, and they currently believe that my damage is permanent.
She says she'll need another surgery and could lose that eye. And an attack, she says, could have been prevented.
The decision to continue funding Texas public schools at 2019 levels in 2024 is a choice, and the collateral damage of Governor Abbott's choices.
She's blaming the governor and lawmakers for not passing legislation to fund public schools while they continue to debate school vouchers. Money, she says, could be used to provide resources to help students with behavior issues.
But what happened to me should never happen to another educator.
The Navarro County DA is working to file a petition in juvenile court against the 11-year-old boy responsible, where he'll likely face the equivalent of an aggravated assault charge in adult court.
Thank you for your time.
That was Janelle Forte reporting. It's unknown when Rogers will be able to return to work. Well, the cycle of inmates exiting and re-entering the prison system is being challenged by a local program only used in 7 places in the U.S. The Tri-County Second Chance Re-Entry Program is a program for inmates that offers substance use treatment services and supports for adults with substance use disorders. The program serves in 3 of our Texoma counties. We visited one of those in Pushmataha County and spoke with a woman who has already received 2 certificates since being booked in 2 months ago.
We've taken pictures, she's posted it online, and a lot of my friends and family back home, they've gone on there and say, way to go, Summer, you know, and that feels good. And to, for them to see me, you know, trying and doing better.
Summer has 5 more certificates to earn in order to complete the New Direction program. She hopes to be reunited with her 3 children soon. Early voting starts today to fill a vacant Sherman City Council seat. Clay Barnett, Casey Rivas, and Sandra Melton are all in the race for the District 1 position. Early voting runs from today until September 10th, with Election Day on the 14th. For more about voting location and times, visit this story on our website, KXII.com. Texas Senator Ted Cruz officially opened his Dallas-Fort Worth campaign office on Saturday. Dallas is the hometown of Cruz's Democratic opponent, Representative Colin Allred. Cruz is a 2-term Republican and vying for his 3rd term in office. A number of supporters and elected leaders joined Cruz for the opening of his headquarters. Well, hours after former President Donald Trump was indicted on revised charges relating to allegations that he tried to overturn the 2020 election, comes newly released footage from January 6. Skylar Henry reports from Capitol Hill.
Less than 10 weeks before Election Day, former President Donald Trump faces a revised federal indictment, charging he engaged in a conspiracy to hold on to power and to overturn the results of the 2020 election. Special counsel Jack Smith filed the slimmed-down indictment to comply with the Supreme Court's July ruling that presidents have broad immunity for official acts. The new indictment removes the previous allegations concerning Trump's attempts to pressure the Justice Department into supporting his false claims that the election was rigged.
Now, the allegations relate solely to the actions former President Trump took as a candidate, in other words, in his personal capacity.
Trump has long claimed he did nothing wrong.
This is a persecution of a political opponent.
In social media posts, the former president responded to the revised indictment, accusing Smith of attempting to interfere with the November election. A day after the indictment comes never-before-released documentary footage from January 6th and the days after.
We're calling the National Guard now.
Some was recorded as then House Speaker Nancy Pelosi was being evacuated from the Capitol. The footage was turned over to Congress by HBO and obtained by CBS News. It also includes Pelosi calling Trump a domestic enemy in the White House during a meeting with her staff. Skyler Henry, CBS News, Washington.
Thank you for watching today's News 12 Now. Make sure to subscribe so you find out why Texoma turns to us. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook, where you'll see more social media exclusive content. Want more News 12 Now? Watch us live every weekday through the KXII app on your phone or TV and through our website.